COVID-19 has been a game changer for schools and will be even more of a challenge when children return in September. As if schools haven't got enough to think about when reopening, it would seem that the school's favourite inspector, Ofsted, might be paying them a visit. Ofsted will not begin proper inspections until January 2021, but will visit schools from September. During these informal inspections, home learning is the most important element of the school's provision that they will be focusing on. Lockdown has also highlighted the gaps so many schools have regarding blended learning. That is, being able to offer a powerful yet easy to use home learning system for children to access at home. Many schools have spent hundreds of hours and thousands of pounds copying and sending home worksheets, or have relied on copying links and videos and PDFs onto the school website. We have all read the newspaper reports about many children missing out on home education during the lockdown, particularly those from poorer backgrounds. When COVID-19 is finally over, there's going to be a parliamentary select committee set up to investigate what went wrong with children's education during the COVID-19 lockdown. Without a doubt, the DfE are going to get their backsides kicked. Outdated, they never thought to move schools forward to the 21st century and onto a 21st century learning platform, even though these systems have been around for years and are totally free. They have a mindset stuck somewhere in the 1980s, and even the new IT curriculum already looks 10 years out of date when compared to the one rolled out in Wales. As a result, schools should now play catch up and take the brunt of the pressure from the DfE supported by Ofsted. From September, it's clear that having a blended home learning approach will be the centre to the school's offering, and the DfE will be bringing out their big guns, namely Ofsted, to make sure that this happens. By the end of September, all schools will need to have a homework and contingency plan in place. And during informal visits, Ofsted will be talking to heads and SLT and inspectors who want to see a roadmap that will eventually lead to a fully functioning and easily accessible blended home learning system that can be used in the case of any future lockdowns. It's also worth noting that a lockdown does not only apply to COVID-19, but also includes snow days and any other reason the school might have to close its doors. Inspectors will also be making sure that any child who might be excluded from school for medical or shielding reasons will still have access to a full curriculum at home. The DfE also wants to make sure that staff can continue to teach from home as well. Schools should be aware that having the right home learning system in place will support any future Ofsted rating. So your rating could drop if you decide not to offer an effective home learning system for the start of 2021. My name is John Goodyear. I am a freelance digital skills educator and level 2 Google certified educator with over 700 hours of lead classroom support, inset and teacher training. I am now looking for schools to support with the setup and rollout of home learning systems. Having already set up G Suite for Education in primary schools, I know the pitfalls. I know how to get children engaged with this new system, and more importantly, I know how to get blended learning bolted directly into your current topic work and curriculum, which Ofsted will be looking for and checking on. I've already created the homework and contingency plan template for schools I work with. I have a letter home template for parents regarding the move to cloud computing, and producing a home learning roadmap for Ofsted shouldn't be a problem, seeing how a similar plan is produced before I move a school to cloud computing. But before I finish up this video, I thought you might want to have a quick look at Google Classroom. This is Google Classroom, and this is the type of platform Ofsted are looking for. A one-stop shop home learning system that made sure children at this school never missed a day's teaching during the lockdown. I did a one-to-one with staff just before the COVID lockdown hit, and I am so pleased with the way staff took everything on board and supported children's teaching and learning via Google Cloud. Year 3 is the youngest children to currently access Classroom, but I have an inset just after the summer break, as a couple of schools want to make sure Year 1 and Year 2 have access. Google Classroom is a powerful and very accessible home learning system that will allow children to really explore cloud computing and take them from consumers of information to creators of content. Knowing how to use a system like G Suite for Education is a must-have for any teacher and a must-have skill for children. So there it is. It would appear there is no escape, and in my opinion it's the right move. Schools IT have been stuck in a rut for years, and as we approach the 21st year of the 21st century, it's incredible to think children still can't access work at home, even though these systems have been available for years and are totally free. The DfE are on a warpath, and all schools must have a home learning system. They want children to access work at home and want to make sure that staff can continue to teach from home in the event of any school closure. The DfE have spent serious money on laptops and routers for children, and there is no way they're going to allow them to gather dust. They want to make sure children can also always work from home if need be, and Ofsted are going to make sure that happens. If you need any help or advice, a classroom lead who can get you through the first few lessons or the first few weeks, please get in touch. You can find my contact details on my website 2010it.co.uk. And remember, the government's catch-up fund can be used to fund classroom support, and you can still apply to get a home learning system set up in your school for free. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you found it informative.